What's going on, guys? Today is November 5th, and last week we found some really big news on this new Mac Mini here. So I just want to spec things out and see how we are looking on prices. I'm very excited about this new Mac Mini because this changes the pricing schemes for future the devices, such as the Mac Studio. As you can see here, 16 gigs with 256 storage. Honestly, 256 is still not enough. I have a M1 Mac Mini with 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage, and it's still not enough. I only have about 150 gigs left after using it for a number of years. It needs to be at least, honestly, from my point of view, 1 terabyte. Even 512 is really not enough. So let's select this one, the 512 terabyte. Okay, so let's keep it 16 gig RAM. I think that's kind of sufficient enough. This will probably like hurt people's budget right here when you start stepping it up to 24 and 32. So right now, 512, it's 800 bucks, right? If we go to 1 terabyte, let's see what the total is. It's pretty much $1,000 for 16 gig 1 terabyte Mac Mini. And if you wanted to go to 2 terabytes, this is where it really hurts. It says plus 400. Honestly, that's such a ripoff. But let's just go ahead and press it here. You already know it's gonna come up to around 1,400. $1,400 for a 16 gig, 2 terabyte Mac Mini. At 1,400, I was just on eBay a few hours ago, and there was this one guy. He was selling his 32 gig Mac Studio, M1 Mac Studio, with 512 storage, and it sold on the bidding for right at under 1,100. So after taxes and shipping like that, I would assume around 1,250, even 1,300. So let's say right at under 1,300. That's for 32 gigs of RAM and 512 storage. I think honestly, I mean, this new Mac Mini is a beast. It has all sorts of ports for you. Let's look at the ports here. 2 front ports and a headphone jack, and 3 USB ports in the back and an HDMI. So 5 USB-C ports that you can use. Much better than my older Mac M1 Mac Mini. Man, I am wanting this, but I think since I like buying things used, I will probably wait for the M5 or M6 chip to come out, and then I will buy the M4 used. And hopefully that can save me a little bit of money right there, maybe like 40%. But yeah, this is still way too expensive. And let's say you want the 10 gigabit Ethernet here for 100. A lot of people want that 10 gigabit. Honestly, this should be defaulted. You know what I mean? Or this should be cheaper to upgrade. Now you're looking at $1,500. That's with 16 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte of storage, and a 10 gigabit Ethernet. So what do you guys think? Is this still a good deal? Who's buying one? I know I won't be buying one right now. I think I'm okay right now with my M1. It's been holding me up okay. I've been using external storage, but $1,500. I mean, let's bring it down to, let's say, 1 terabyte. Let's see what that would be here. $1,100. I know people who are in the Apple world, they would think this is a good deal. I think it's a okay deal. But it's just, I think it needs to default to 512. 16, 512 for a 599. I think that would have been the sweet spot. And I think a lot more people would have converted, or they would have felt like it was a better deal. I feel like 16 gig 512 storage should have been defaulted at 599, and then if you upgrade to 1 terabyte or 2 terabytes, you got to pay the price. So what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna get this M4 Mac Mini, or are you guys gonna wait?